Hello, welcome to Card Minds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Sagittarius weekly money and career reading from September 11th to the 17th, 2023. Sagittarius, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Sagittarius weekly money and career reading, September 11th to the 17th, for the sign of Sagittarius and Knight of Swords. Pushing, imposing. This is what you want at your own speed. Hurry up, impatient. You want this to be happening. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. Moving on. You're impatient to move on to something more fun, more exciting, and really letting all that heavy mindset behind with the Six of Swords. And moving into something calmer. It's all about a transition, maybe a change of jobs, maybe a change of mindset, and moving into definitely a different environment, and you're impatient to move in or move on, if that makes sense. You're right here, Knight of Wands. Making something official, the Hierophant, but also maybe you're going to take classes. Maybe you have a mentor, maybe you have a spiritual mentor or a professional mentor, a career mentor, someone that's, guiding you, helping you, or someone, someone important around you with wisdom and patience that is sort of giving you a stamp of approval of this new path, of this new way, of this new energy. And it can be a new job, absolutely. But it feels like it's something that you're officializing, something that makes sense to you. You are going to make things happen, right? No matter what. You're imposing your idea, or you're imposing your way of doing this, but you also have the competence and you have the experience or the expertise in that. So you're pulling it all together. You're reaching your goal, or you are obtaining higher experience or higher knowledge. Maybe you're getting a degree. Maybe you are going back to school for higher knowledge, or people are mentoring you for higher knowledge, right? And but the Hierophant is also about someone around you, right? That really is happy to open up your experience or open up your knowledge and bring their almost like benediction to a project, their approval to a project. And you have the World, and that is reaching your goal. So yes, you can be getting a higher education and reaching your goal, getting that job. It's almost like it's the celebration, the reward you're getting, right? Finalizing and finally getting that success. It's a period of recognition for your hard work, for your expertise. And I think that you could also be opening up yourself to jobs in other places, overseas, in other cities, in other areas, for this higher education you have, or this expertise you've gained. whatever it is, it feels like there's someone there that's helping you, guiding you. Yes. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So even if you're uncertain, here we have the Wheel of Fortune pushing you forward. And I think this person, and it doesn't have to be a person, it could be an entity, it could be a school, it could be a company, it could be a group of people, it can be a spiritual leader, a spiritual guide, or a family member, right? But it's certainly someone or an entity that has opened your eyes to seeing things differently and seeing things in a positive energy, and that's very rapidly giving you a new dynamic. It's pushing you forward, and it's really pushing you in the right direction. This optimism is opening up doors you might not have thought of before with this Wheel of Fortune, and that is bringing in that good luck, that those synchronicities, that you're on the right path, and you realize you're on the right path when things become fluid, easy, natural, and that you just feel like all the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. That is what is happening here. As you move into something calmer, everything moves forward in a natural way with the right people. You're celebrating, but you're also, I think, enjoying working with these people, or these can be classmates, or these can be co-workers or friends, family members, people you enjoy being with. And the Page of Swords. There you go. You're eager, you're excited, and it's a new movement forward, new knowledge, new idea, and it's really an eager energy. Chatty about ideas, chatty about your new decisions, where you're going, new job, new attitude. It really feels refreshing here. Between the World and the Wheel of Fortune, reaching your goal, really reaching your goal, Sagittarius. Good for you. Good for you. Yes, there you go. You have the Ace. I was wondering where the Ace was. That clarity, and that it's fresh, it's new, and it's a new dynamic, but it's also a new direction, and a very clear, crystal clear new direction for you. You have that diploma, or you have that knowledge, or you have that experience, or you have that stamp of approval of that entity, that company, or that person, or whatever it is, full cycle. And this is, yes, opening up, traveling, getting that job overseas, or getting that job internationally, or with that other company, or moving companies, moving cities, moving countries, whatever it is. Wow, so many major arcana, and every reading for this week is so profoundly changing, and I really think that everyone is profoundly rethinking everyone. Of course, not every single person, right? But it's a general energy that I'm getting. Look, you have the Judgment and the Hangman, which is seeing things differently and taking a step back to realign, to rethink, to reflect upon what is most important for you and make the changes. Everyone is understanding that is a new world out there. It's chaotic, it's different. And like I said in other readings, if we just remember the world situation where everything was frozen, and everything was suspended, and then everyone little by little opened up to a new world, to a new energy, to a new sensation, and tried to adapt and just, try to understand what the new energies were and what the new codes were to make money, to get a job, to keep a job, to communicate within a job, right? To create, to be ambitious. And then everybody realized, whoever is interested, right, realized it's different. Not the same. Doesn't feel the same. And the codes I had before, or the rules or regulations or that worked before, that I knew before in my other jobs or in my other experiences, are not quite working or not making that much sense anymore. Everything's sort of irrelevant, right? Or the sensation is almost irrelevant for certain people. And now we are forced to recognize that, massive changes have to happen. And because it's so chaotic, and because it's a revolving chaotic energy, and we all have to adapt, but when we try to adapt, we're not adapting because it's still not adapting, and we still don't feel anything makes sense or makes sense to us, or right? Or maybe we're still not making enough money, or finding those jobs that are interesting, or jobs that make sense, whatever, right? It'll be different for everyone. But now we realize that we each have to build our own. We each have to build what makes sense to us. What makes sense to me will not make sense to you, will not make sense to your neighbor, to your friend, or to everyone around the world. And so it's really about pinpointing what is essential for you and the dynamic you can build within your dynamic, your personal dynamic, family, job, but really in your personal circle. And then maybe enlarge that. But I think that everybody has to think first about that inner circle. And the Hermit has come up many times. It's not come up here, but you have the Judgment, the World, the Hierophant, the Hangman, which is a little bit like the Hermit too. It's like taking a step back, taking a moment to understand what's going on. And even if we don't understand what's going on, to try to reflect upon oneself, and not counting on the outside world, and not counting on anybody to find solutions, and not counting on anybody to give answers. We have to find the answers, and we have to develop within our inner circle, whatever it is. Everyone will be different. And so here we have the Judgment making a big change, and the Wheel of Fortune. But your big change, your decision to rise up to something that's more important, Sagittarius, this is a big change for you. And this is bringing in a whole new vibe with the Wheel of Fortune. Movement forward, and just luck being on your side with, opportunities popping in. It's a good time to do that, a good time to look out for jobs, to go out and be creative and check out what's going on and make new connections, right? And I feel like with the Judgment, it is you wanting to shine, right? A whole new rebirth here, but also some sort of revelation for you. You're discovering, what is important for you. Exactly what I was just saying. Discovering and understanding how to pinpoint what is important for you, and how you can give yourself the answers, and not trust. You can trust people, but not count on other entities to give you the answer, or to tell you, what you need to shift or move to make it happen. I think that your inspiration is your intention is to make yourself known, to try to change your destiny, to exist out there, to shine. And you're doing that. You're planning that, planning the future, opening up to the world, stepping up the volume, stepping up the game. Good for you, Sagittarius. Good for you. And it's a whole new direction, but you are planning something important. Comment down below. Let's see if there are a few more cards that want to come out in the second deck. Sagittarius, weekly, money and career. And we have the Tower, which has come out for everyone. And you know, the Tower for me is just that moment of clarity, that moment where we understand where we stand, what we have to change, and things have to be different, and we have to see things differently and do things differently. Life is not the same. The energies are not the same. But look at this. As you realize, as you have that moment of clarity or understanding, you are moving into something more harmonious, more serene, with the four of Wands. Sorry, I lost my trend of thought. Four of Wands. You're celebrating. You're celebrating that calm after the storm. You're celebrating being in the right place, reaching that goal, understanding the changes you had to make, and stepping up the game. And now you can navigate these new energies and enter that synchronicity mode. Let's see if there's a couple more cards that want to come out in the second deck. Sagittarius, weekly, money and career, September 11th to the 17th, 2023. Yes, gaining independence. Yes, there you go. It's the back and forth, making a decision, choosing your path, choosing different, you know, feeling left out, but you know you have to make the changes to, but you're good with your choice. It seems like you're comfortable with who you are after this transition, and you're comfortable with where you're going and these changes you made, reaching that goal. Good for you. Good for you, Sagittarius. All right, let's see if we have one last message for the road. King of Wands. Oh, we have another one. There you are, Sagittarius, King of Wands, making things happen, and Queen of Cups. Okay, listening. The importance of the Queen of Cups. Being there, being in the present, being in the moment, accepting your surroundings, accepting the people around you, listening to the people around you, caring, sharing, right? That's the most important. You are building a new energy. You are building your new path. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and every one for sharing your energies, or just putting a heart down below if you don't wish to share your journey. I completely understand. Not everybody wants to share their journey on these platforms. Thank you so much for watching, Sagittarius. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.